Shaq, as you look at this team, what is the biggest issue so far?
Well, the biggest issue to me is that I don't think they trust their system yet. You know, we all know it takes a system to win championships. As a matter of fact, I don't really think they're comfortable with the system.
I was going to say, I'm not sure they know the system yet.
I mean, you know, they were 0-8 in the preseason. You know, everybody didn't play at all times. Right now, you know, they look out of whack. You know, they're just not in spacing. You know, they're just not playing together. To me, they look very confused. But in order to win, you have to say, you know what, I accept this system. I believe in this system. And once they start acting like that, then maybe, you know, they might get on track. But out there in L.A., 0-2, no need for panic. They will get it together.
How quickly can they turn it around?
It's really on them. You know, it's really hard to tell. Practice time, the more game time you have, the less injuries you have if Nash gets back soon. But Shaq's right. You know, it starts with, one, having a system, and two, everybody has to buy into the system. And training camp is not enough time to buy into a system. So I think they're going to be fine. It's going to be a little bit embarrassing here and now in the beginning, but they should be okay.
You know, they're running a version of the Princeton offense, which so far has looked more like a Votech, maybe, than a Princeton offense. They don't seem to know exactly what's going on out there. And as you said, it takes time to figure this stuff out. The question I have for both of you is, how well does the personnel fit the system they're trying to run?
I think it's a mistake to run that system. Let me tell you why. It's only 8, 9, or 10 good big men in this league, and 2 of them are on the same team. Pau Gasol is one of the best power forwards in the league, and Dwight is one of the best centers in the league. Some say he's the best. That's up for debate anytime you want. But you know, Chris played with a big guy, and the rule was, if you don't get the rebound, sprint down court, get to the post. And that's how their offense should be. They should run a regular Pat Riley-style offense where they have floppies coming off, shooters coming off, or they should run a traditional 2-man big offense, 1 down low, 1 at the top of the key. And Dwight, when he dominates, Pau Gasol is going to be the biggest benefactor of that. But, you know, the great Charles Barkley said it the best. I want my accountant from Princeton,
not my offense.
I mean, because, you know, you got 2 great big guys at the top of the key. Just makes me upset. Like, last night I saw Dwight Howard run to the middle, and then he comes out of the middle to set him pick and roll. That drives me nuts. Drives me crazy.
C-Webb, you thrived in a version of the Princeton offense with the Kings in that high post where Pau Gasol is set up as often as not right now. As you look at the starting 5, how many of them are well-suited to play in that offense?
Well, 2 things, and I know Coach Carrill very well, and he had to convince me to play in that Princeton offense. I didn't want to be a part of it because it's not traditional, and it can work. But a couple things. One, Coach Carrill would put both of those big boys in the post. He would say, forget any offense I created, anybody created. These players are so big.
You've got a mismatch.
Let them duck in.
Yeah.
I mean, he used to work with us on ducking in. Second, you need really good passers. And to be honest, when I played that long ago, we always used to love doubling Dwight Howard because he led the leagues in turnovers from doubles. So that means what? No, he's not a passer capable of doing it. He needs to stay on the post. Second, if he's just set a hard pick and roll with roll and replace, and he ducked in there, and you had Paul Gasol coming up to the top, it'd be a lot easier. So the last thing, with Mike Bibby and playing with him, he wasn't a dribbling point guard. You know, in Sacramento, we had to do it. We were playing against the big guys, you know, Hall of Famers, you know, 2 and 3 on the team. So we had to figure a way to try to sneak points in. With Steve Nash, it's no sneaking. It's pick and roll, throw it into the big fella, get a shot. So I think the personality suits more for what Shaq says, traditional basketball. The Princeton offense is almost a gimmick to keep points going, to get fast scores, and to make sure the other team, you're just trying to keep them playing your game because you can't play their game. They should make everybody play their game, especially with the big guys inside.
But the good thing about playing you guys, a long time ago, like you said, you guys had 2 different offenses. When we missed, you had the fast break offense.
That's right.
If we got back on defense, then you got into the prison. So with Steve Nash, you know, Dwight Howard, the greatest rebounder in the game, getting it to Steve Nash, shouldn't be no offense.
No, fast break, secondary break.
Fast break, secondary break. Now, if the defense gets back, now you go to the Princeton offense.